freeze warning set to take effect in less than an hour from now. Let's bring in First Alert weather meteorologist Cutter Martin. And Cutter, that advisory stretches all across our entire viewing area.
Yeah, it's a solid bet, Rick, that everyone's going to drop below freezing tonight. Of course, not unheard of for early April, but it's been about a week and a half, and we've had so much warm weather between now and then. A little bit of a shock to the system. Outside right now from the First Alert Weather Observatory to clear sky. That's one of the reasons why we are having such chilly temperatures in the First Alert forecast. The ingredients you really want on a night like tonight: clear sky, we have that. Light breeze, windy conditions earlier have calmed down, dry air. Certainly feeling that, and we have all of those ingredients. That's why we're tumbling so quickly. 31 out the door in the city, 7 o'clock in the morning. Outside of 695, it will be in the 20s. Though sunshine, dry air, also the same ingredients working some magic. We'll be back in the upper 40s. Kind of an equal and opposite trend there by early afternoon. But again, out the door in the morning, 27 Bel Air, 30 Baltimore City, 32 College Park, 29 in Westminster. Widespread low to mid 30s Eastern Shore. I still think some 20s possible in Caroline County. But up against the bay, most waking up to a temperature right around 32. Back to 39, 10 o'clock in the morning, and again 43 at 11 a.m. Here's what the First Alert weather team is watching for you. A crazy warm up on the way. At first it starts gradually, and then we'll be tracking temperatures near 90 degrees. Hot weather next week coming up in the full weather forecast.
We are looking forward to that. Cutter, thank you. Let's get back to some
tonight because of that clear sky that we had this afternoon. Such a stunner of an afternoon. That same clear sky that let us warm up a little bit this afternoon. Now letting us really tumble outside right now. Still clear looking out from the First Alert Weather Observatory, and the stage is set. I mean, all the ingredients are there for a pretty sharp drop off in our temperature. In fact, much of the mid-Atlantic, this is kind of the epicenter of some of the coldest of the air with this particular round of chilly weather. Freeze watches, warnings, frost advisories stretching for hundreds of miles from the beaches to nearly the Mississippi River, at least southern Illinois, and getting back into portions of Tennessee. Now, it won't last long, but certainly the chill is there, and it is widespread for the time being in the First Alert forecast. So out the door in the morning, prepare for a freeze. Freeze warning, as mentioned, is in effect. Another freeze watch tomorrow evening into Thursday morning. Actual temperature right around 30 in Baltimore City out the door, 27 though in Bel Air. Hartford, Cecil County's cold. Westminster 29, 32 in Easton. If you're right along the bay, probably just above freezing, but away from the water, upper 20s, lower 30s, pretty common. So gardeners, if you have any really sensitive annuals, you know, the little spring and summer plants that you put in the pots, if they're already outside, cover them, scooch them in real quick here before you head to bed. Now, weather-wise in the morning, we're not looking at much commute impact. Could be a little bit of frost, but the air is so dry. Even though it's cold enough for frost to form, may not be as much of it out the door in the morning. If your students are not on spring break, winter jackets pretty much a must tomorrow morning. Temperatures 20s, lower 30s. It'll feel when a light breeze blows like it's in the upper teens and 20s out the door in the morning. But we're back to 47 by 1, 4 p.m. 51. Warmest between about 4:30, 5:30 in the afternoon, though still chilly, especially in the shade. Then we're back into the 40s by 7 p.m. But aside from the cooler temperature, and again, it's not frigid, just cool, it's a perfect day. So much sunshine, and winds in your Maryland cast much weaker than they were today, averaging maybe 5 to 15, not 10 to 20 miles an hour. That's what we had earlier this afternoon. Forecast tonight: Annapolis 51, 52 in Baltimore, 52 in Bel Air, widespread low to mid 50s Eastern Shore, 56 Westminster, and 55 College Park. Even McHenry managing a high temperature in the lower 50s. Tomorrow is the coldest, both morning and afternoon, day of the week. Thursday back to 60 after that cold start. Friday 70. 10 out of 10 Friday. We're going to call it now. It's going to be a stunner of a day. One tiny little hiccup in an otherwise perfect forecast here. Brief chance of scattered light rain on Saturday, but it's a low impact to plans. And more recent data has trended even drier with this. Comfortable temperatures too. Not much of an issue. Sunday, slightly cooler behind that minor rain chance. A solid day to get outside, especially with the O's in town through next week. But it does get warm. 84 Monday, 89 your forecast high temperature next Tuesday.
All right, Cutter, thank you. As we go off the break, parents in Anne Arundel County, let's take a quick look at what's on the menu for your child's lunch tomorrow. We'll be right back.